Hey guys, today we are moving on to volume of prisms and cylinders. So first off, we need to talk about what volume is. Volume of a solid is the number of cubic units contained in its interior. So if we have this box, it's how much is inside, how much space we have. So in this case, we have a cube, and a cube is all the same length on all sides. So if we're finding the volume of a cube, it's S to the third power, or S cubed. The side length times the side length times the side length. So find the volume of this right prism. Well, it looks like they're all the same. So volume is S cubed, or 2 to the third, which would be 8 cubic feet. Notice volume, our label is to the third power. All right, volume of a rectangular prism is going to be length times width times height. So we multiply each of the sides that we have. So volume is length times width times height. So 5 times 6 times 8. So in this case, 5 times 6 times 8 gives us 240 units, there's no label there, cubed. Alright, volume of a prism. So if that base is a weird shape, if it's a regular polygon, if it's a triangle, we just use the area of the base times the height. So in this case, we have a triangular prism. So volume is area of the base times the height of the prism. So we need to find the area of the base. And since it's a triangle, we're going to use the area is base times height over 2. So we have 1 times 3 over 2. So 1 times 3 is 3 over 2 gives us 1.5. Now remember that the height is not the height of that triangle, it's the height of the prism. It's the distance away from the base. So our height is 2. Now we plug that back in. So area of the base is 1.5. Height of the base is 2. So 1.5 times 2 is 3, and it's cubic feet. So feet to the third power. All right, cylinder. We use area of the base times the height, but we know a cylinder always has the same area for a base, and it's pi r squared. So this is pi r squared times the height. So in this case, we're going to use volume is pi r squared h. And we just plug in pi times 5 squared times the height of 6. So again, I would leave pi alone for a minute, and so I get 5 squared is 25 times 6, so think 6 quarters, that's 150 pi, and that would be meters cubed if it were looking for an exact answer. Since it's looking for a decimal answer, let's put that in our calculator, and we get 471.24 meters cubed. Let's try another one of these. We are going to use volume equals pi r squared times the height. So pi, now be careful, your radius is not 22, your radius will be 11, because 22 is your diameter, we have to cut that in half. So then our height is 16. So then 11 squared times 16 gives us 1,936 pi, and then we have feet cubed if it wanted exact. Since it's asking for rounded, we get 6,082.12 feet cubed. Okay, Cavalier's principle says if two solids have the same height and same cross-sectional area at every level, then they have the same volume. So all that really means is if you tilt a solid, you're still going to measure the vertical distance up. So looking at the cylinder, even though it's tilted, I still know that the height from top to bottom is 5. So I'm going to use V equals pi r squared h, and I'm going to plug in 5 as my height because that's the height of the cylinder. We'll talk some more about Cavalier's principle in class. We have pi times the radius is 2 squared, and the height is 5. So 2 squared is 4 times 5 is 20 pi, and our label would be inches cubed. Put that in your calculator and we get 62.83 cubic inches. Alright guys, that is it for today. If you have questions, come in and see me. I'll see you in class.